when you think of the staggering statistics of the number of children who are being diagnosed right now, I think the more people get involved, the closer we will reach to finding an answer.
As a parent, you have to do whatever you can for your child, especially when your child has some developmental needs.
We have more questions than answers. Any type of research that we can participate in to derive at how to best support and nurture children with autism would only be beneficial to the world.
It is important for families to participate in research studies. They're the ones that can provide the answers. They're living through things that research can look into, and the more people that participate, the broader the range of answers that we could maybe find.
In terms of research and helping out whatever we can do, the benefit of the families and our family and David, we're going to do.
We really would like families to participate in the EARLI study, helping us to understand and be able to identify what is causing this increase in autism spectrum disorders.
It's an approach that involves looking at both genetic and environmental risk factors for autism, and it focuses on the pregnancy period and also very early in the child's life. From what we know from other lines of research, these are critical time periods in child development, and we really want to look carefully there if we're looking for clues to what causes autism.
Through participation in this study, we'll be able to learn more about the genetic basis of the disorder. We'll be able to learn so much more about the developmental signs of autism that may possibly come to light prior to 18 months of age. And their participation will ultimately help us to understand and hopefully, maybe even in the future, identify prenatal signs of autism spectrum disorders.
I like the fact that it included a sibling and that it started very early, in fact, as early as pregnancy.
We're following families who've already been affected by autism. It's prospective because we're following these families in real time for what's almost going to be 4 years.
These families will be able to have their children evaluated beginning at 6 months and be able to identify any early signs and symptoms of autism, any motor delays, any language delays, and therefore in the reports we'll summarize all of that information, and they could use that to obtain the appropriate services such as early intervention, speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and even possibly specialized instruction.
The earlier that autism is detected and they begin receiving services, the better their chances are of making progress and becoming more independent and functional.
The people who were running the study made it easy on us. They were very organized.
They allowed us to be very flexible with our scheduling.
Some of the developmental assessments that were done on my daughter actually helped us as parents to learn where my daughter was either deficient or where she advanced a little bit, and that helped us to add to our daily type of activities with her.
I believe research studies are important to help other families understand the things that are going on.
Having access to the information about behaviors that are typical on the spectrum, having access to the nurses or the researchers who have been involved and being able to ask questions about why he's doing what he's doing, it makes it easier for me to handle.
EARLI is also unique because it's bringing together a group of leading autism researchers from across the country, epidemiologists, clinicians, geneticists.
And basically by incorporating all of these different scientists into one study, they're getting a very comprehensive evaluation of autism.
They'll be given reports on the assessments that they go through, and also EARLI is committed to making sure that when we get results from the studies, we find ways to get that information to the families as quickly as we can.
We felt like some of the best scientists were looking at our needs and trying to figure out how they could help and what they could do to help kids everywhere.
The families are making a long commitment. The study is going to run for three and a half years, but by sticking with us throughout that time, it builds the collection of information that we need, the very rich information that we need to tease out this complicated interplay of risk factors that we believe is working together to cause autism.